Hello, this is Scott Miller, the president of Social123, giving an overview to the Social123 software as a service solution. So first, note the 6 different tabs that we have that allow for navigation inside of Social123. I always recommend the Getting Started tab, as if you ever have any questions about how to use Social123, you can always go to how to use the solutions, registrations, and our different solutions that we have available. Again, that's always the Getting Started tab, and that's where the help videos are. We'll start with the home. At the very top you see the ability to keep up with your account information, change your password, and give your billing information to save your changes. If you would like to put on multiple users, another way that you can do that and see your user activity would be to use the Users tab. We also have social accounts. So what Social123 will do is score how individuals are interacting with your social properties. And the best way that we do that is to log into Social123 using your social credentials. As example, by clicking Add Account Information, what will happen is that Social123 will go out to the different social properties, and this is a way that we can have a social login. Same with Facebook, same with Twitter, same with LinkedIn. The next thing we want to do is set up our social points and our social leads. So as you see here, for our social schema, Social123 is able to score all the information that we bring back based on social properties. We have 4 different parts of our social schema, and let's take a look at those now. The first are our demographic points. What we want to do here is really look at what our ideal buyer persona is, or our ideal buyer, ideal customer profile, and what we're looking for are keywords inside of different social media demographic fields. So these are all the demographic fields that Social123 provides. Headline from LinkedIn, summary from LinkedIn, location from LinkedIn, industry from LinkedIn, current company and current position from LinkedIn. We also have Twitter description. So as you see here, if anybody has the term marketing, for example, in the Twitter description, we're going to allocate 100 points. This is my personal Social123 account, so this is what I'm looking for in terms of my ideal buyer. CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, I'm looking for anybody that's in the advertising industry. For a current position, they have the term sales, have the term marketing. In their Twitter description, have put in social selling. As you see, what I'm looking for here is to provide a point value based on social demographics. And we'll show you later on in this presentation how you're able to prioritize individuals based on a social points allocation. Right? Submit. The second thing we want to do is search for social keywords. So these are any keywords that an individual might be mentioning on social media that we would want to assign a point value to. For example, if we bring back an individual that's mentioned the word Social123, we want to assign a point value of 1,000 to that. Same with social selling, social CRM, social data. Again, what we're looking for are individuals that are speaking about things that are very important to our business, very important to our brand, and we'll associate a point value with that. Lead generation, demand generation. If you look over to the far right, there is social leads. Not only is Social123 going to score information or these content mentions, but we're also going to go out and look for the individuals that are mentioning this content. So we'll show you how to do that at a later date. The next part of our social schema is social actions. These are how individuals are interacting with our social brand. You saw how we signed in with our social credentials at the beginning of the presentation. Now you can see when someone likes a post, posts on our wall, retweets something that we do on Twitter, or follows us on LinkedIn, we can associate a point value to that. And lastly, social attributes. The social attributes are really social influence or social popularity scores. For instance, if an individual has over 1,000 points, we don't want to assign really any point value. But if they have over 10,000 or over 1,000, what we want to do is assign a point value of 10. The same with Twitter. The number of followers, the number of people that are following, the number of tweets. And then we also score the number of recommendations on LinkedIn. So what a social point score does is it takes all these different point allocations based on demographic points, social keywords, social actions, and social attributes so that we can score that information. Now, as we move into the different solutions that Social123 provides, I think it's a good time to discuss really what we provide for our customers. Social123 is a social lead generation company and also a social data appending company. So we have two solutions, Social Followers Plus and Social Leads Plus, that use social media as a lead source. Social Data Plus is a solution that appends social information to existing contact records. Let's start with Social Followers Plus. What Social Followers Plus does is allows Social123 to extract all of the followers of a particular Twitter handle and provide a demographic profile for them. Now, why would somebody want to do that? For instance, let's look at my profile and also Social123's profile. What would we consider to be a very good lead list would be the individuals that follow us or the individuals that follow me as an officer of the company. Another good lead list would come from somebody that might be considered my competitor, somebody that might be considered a thought leader, some hashtags that are popular for events or webcasts, maybe some key industry terms. So let's take a look at how we input a handle inside of Social123. Very simple. Input Scott__Miller, that's my Twitter handle, and we'll be able to pull back all of the individual's followers. If we want to drill down a little further, we can just by location, everyone that's in Atlanta, keyword in bio, anyone that might be a CMO or associated with sales, website, or full name. Now this will limit the amount of information that Social123 brings back, which may be a good thing if you're looking to limit your responses. Let's go into Social123's handle. There are 4 different action items that we can do with a handle. We can forward the information onto Data Plus to explore it further. We can view the information or we can export it. Let's view the information. Again, these are all of the followers from Social123. Now, if I want to drill down further into these followers, I have 2 choices. I can search by Twitter location or search by Twitter bio. For instance, let's look at Twitter location for Atlanta, for example. What Social123 is doing in this instance is going through all of the individuals' locations and looking for someone that has Atlanta. Whoops. Location equals Atlanta. As you can see, these are all the individuals that have Atlanta as their location. 38 people. This is very great for geo-targeting lists. Now, as you see, Social123 provides an email address for a percentage of the individuals that we bring back for social followers. Let's share a little bit about why that's the case. As you can see here, this is Aaron Bedar's Twitter handle. And as a lead source, what Aaron provides in terms of his biography are his first name, his last name, a bio up to 160 characters, where he's located, and his URL. What Social123 will do is that we will look at a URL that's associated with a particular Twitter follower and see if they have an email address at that URL. And in this instance, Aaron.Bedar at Social123 is his email address. And since we're able to positively append that, we'll attach it to the email record. The next step, of course, would be to export this data so that now we can look at it in very targeted list generation fashion. These are all the individuals, again, the 38 individuals that had Atlanta as their geography that follow Social123. And these are the top 10 of those individuals that had an email address from which we could append. To do even further drilling down, use the filter button, look deeper into the description, to drill down even further for more targeted lists. The same can be used here in this search criteria. To drill down even further inside of the solution. The same can be used for bios. If I'm looking for any individual that has the term sales inside their bio, again, what the system will do will search all of the individual's biographies to bring back everyone that has the term sales in their biography. From that point forward, we'd like to export the data to use for more targeted lists. We're able to do so. A great way to use social media as a lead source, and in this instance as a list generation service. Social Followers Plus. Again, not only use your own handle or use your company's handle, but think of a handle of an individual that might be a thought leader, might be a competitor, might have the same buyers of your industry. The next solution we want to show is social leads. So we mentioned before, when we set up our social schema, we look for keywords from which to score our individuals that we bring back from social media. We also, what Social123 will also do is search social media for the individuals that are mentioning these terms. So if you recall, these are some of the terms that are important to me. Social123, social selling, social CRM, social data, social lead generation, B2B, and the like. Let's use Social123 as a keyword. Again, these are individuals that have mentioned Social123 in a Twitter tweet or a Facebook post. And as you can tell, we have here 15 individuals. But I can drill down even further with Twitter location, Twitter bio, as we saw in followers, but also in this instance some LinkedIn information. So there's two really searching criteria that we have for the ability to drill down even further. So if these are the keywords that I know I'm mentioning, I'm looking for content mentions, let's look at a particular Twitter bio for CMO. Every one of these individuals has the term CMO, as we know, to be a Chief Marketing Officer, and has mentioned things that are very important to us over the last week to 3 months. Again, a very good lead list for us. Once we have that information, we can export the data and view the individuals, plus, in some instances, an email address of the individuals that are mentioning words that are very important to us. Now, let's take a look at some individuals here inside of a social points score. This is all the information that we provide on an individual. As you can see, we understand now the bio inside of Twitter, a CMO, an entrepreneur focused on global supply chain innovation, and then inside of LinkedIn, all of the individual's LinkedIn data. Lastly, we have a social points score. As you recall from the beginning of our setup, we allocated 10 points for a certain number of followers over 1,000, 10 points for a number of tweets over 1,000, 10 points for 1 to 5 recommendations on LinkedIn, 1,000 points if they mention social CRM, 100 points if they had the term CMO in their description, and 100 points if they had marketing as their current company. That's how this individual was able to get 1,230 points. This really is a great tool to mine social data for all of the content mentions that are going on and take that information that is up until this point in time locked away in the social media manager's office or the marketing department and really make actionable sales intelligence, sales ready leads. Lastly, we'll look at social data. What Social123 will do is allow you to upload a list using first name, last name, country code, company, and email address into our system and append that information so that we can bring back social data associated with it. As we see here, I used my followers to bring back additional information from social data, such as information from LinkedIn, and to apply a social point score. We can use the same drill down technology in terms of LinkedIn industry, LinkedIn company, Twitter bio, LinkedIn summary. So for instance, any individuals that might have marketing in their LinkedIn summary, that would be interesting to me. Or the location of Atlanta. Once we receive the information that we're looking for, we can pull that out in terms of an export. So that data is available for us as well. We can do the same thing with all the lists that we've been looking at. Keep in mind also drill in for a social point score. So this will conclude the Social123 overview. Again, if you have any questions, it's always important to use the Get Started tab. And you're more than welcome to give us a call as well. 888-530-6723. Thank you very much. And again, at Social123, as we say, see more, sell more.